hello everyone. Welcome back to the No Tractor Challenge. We are on episode 13 now, and a few things have been done off camera, just to precipitate the progress that we need to make. Specifically, all I've done is limed and put one coat of digestate on all the remaining fields. So the grass field here on the left, that has lime and digestate on it, and the two other fields just behind the trees there that we had previously ploughed now also have lime and digestate on them. What we are doing here is selling, zooming in when I should have been zooming out. What we are doing is selling a spot of mixed salads, because I'm getting it all wrong again, because I forgot that I'd left the steering on. But yes, essentially what we are going to do here is we've got to sell some stuff because we need money to buy some things. Crikey, that took that off quick. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so we got... oh, hello. Well, that worked out nicely. We got a little bit of an environmental score boost off of that. Just a couple €100, but 16 grand all told for that is not bad. I jackknifed the trailer, but that's not a bad thing. Not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, we got 16 grand for that. We had 36 before. We are also looking at selling a few lettuces, probably. Yeah, I kind of hate to sell the lettuce, but it's one of those things where I think we may just have to. Although we could wait for a little bit because we do have plenty of silage to sell. But we are also very low on digestate now. So, in fact, we may even sell the lime as well, because I think we can get a decent price for that. Let me check that quick as well, since we are thinking about prices for stuff. That's going to be down at the bottom, isn't it? Yeah. Silage, since we're here, we'll look at that. That is currently, it's going to be $2.83 from the BGA, which is almost the best price anyway, but that's pretty much where we're going to sell it, because we need the digestate kind of more than the cash. But I'm very excited for the canola oil. We've got a couple of pallets worth of that out already, so that is good. Lime. Oh, that's currently on the downturn, isn't it? 16.11. Well, it's actually more. So I think what we'll do is we'll just sell that lime out of the production facility. Is that down here? No, it's the other one. It's up the top, isn't it? There we go. Okay, yes, we are just going to set that to sell. So we've got 17,000 litres of that, which should sell and hopefully get us something. Now, as you can see there, we got one of the bunkers open, and it has been filling up the lorry, so we can take that down and chunk it in the thing as well. Hopefully that is nicely full. Now, this trailer we are going to park back up here, because we will eventually need it to load all that delicious lettuce on. And I've probably gone and parked it a bit too close, haven't I? So what we are going to do is swing around this way with it and park it somewhere like that. I think that'll do. Smashing. Okay, so let's just park this up here for now. And what we will do too is take some lettuce, and I think we've got it on tomatoes at the moment. And we've got tomatoes going as well. Yes, we are making some tomatoes, because we will have to restock the facility down there. Are you full? That's not going to tell me. Not quite. I wonder why. Let's move forwards a bit and... maybe it's the thing at the back here we need to... Why do I always turn the wrong way getting out of that? Let's start the engine. Go in the right direction. Oh, you just decided to stop stop filling for us. Well, that's handy, isn't it? Okay, well, let's see. There we go. That is now going through, filling up the lorry there. We got some more honey come out as well. So we are now up to 2, 4, 6, 12 full pallets and more coming. Eggs as well. We'll just run off down here quick and look at the marvellous trailer that we got. We had to put some more eggs in that. So we should be up to, I want to say it's 8,000 odd litres. Oh, just under 10,000 litres. So this trailer is almost half full, which is fantastic. Because as soon as that's full, that will then complete our animal-based requirement for the challenge, I believe. Because it will put us on, we had to sell a trailer load of produce from the animals, or the animals, sort of thing. Okay, good, that's splendid. We are going to take this down and have a look and see what happens. Now what I might do is just speed time up a little bit to, I suppose it's not going to matter, because the price that we get for this will be included in what we've got from the lime sale as well. So, I mean, if this is selling at 280 for 1,000, then we're going to get 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 8 is 20, 32. Yeah, we're going to get a nice amount of payout from this and the other thing, and hopefully from the lime as well. I mean, if that sells at 1,600 per 1,000, that will be very nice indeed. I don't think it will, but we'll see. So yeah, let's get this unloaded. There we go. Smashing these going in there. And this, I think, how much can it hold? Oh, it won't tell us on that screen. That is true. Oh, crikey. That's gone a bit wrong, that has. Okay, let's overload, drive out, and close it again. That went a bit wrong, didn't it? Yeah. That's not what was supposed to happen there. Oh dear. So anyway, yes, we've got one more trailer, or no, 1.5 trailers full of this, and the grass I think is ready to cut as well. So we've got a lot of fishtailing going on there. No, we've got a lot of repeating jobs that we will have to do, and obviously the silage is going to be very important because of the precision farming aspect. Now we can save ourselves a little bit of money on the old fertilizer by using this instead. So let's have a quick look at the shop. Now there's nothing for sale at the moment, and what we are going to need is a weeder, or specifically a hoe. That's right, we're getting ourselves a hoe. Let's have a look here. Now the cheapest in-game one, because we need one that will do medium weeds, that is this one, the Chop Star 5-90 plus Row Guard. It doesn't have any options on it, and it is 51 grand. Now it is a 9 meter width, which is nice. However, we're not going to get that. What we are going to do is, and I think that's the only, yes, we are going to get this hoe, the Cara, however you pronounce that. It says it's a sunflower econet. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to take a chance on it, and I'm going to save the game before I do. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to take a chance on it. And we're going to get this one instead, which is even cheaper. The Econet Maze. Now I assume these are different widths for different, what's it called? different widths for different crops. I mean, we should technically get that one, because that is really the correct size for everything we're doing. And changing the rim colour costs us nothing, but we'll leave that red. You know what, we'll get the slightly more expensive one, since we did just get a little bit of money come whizzing in there. So we'll buy that. So that is our new weeder. And we've basically just halved the money. And the other thing we are going to need is a planter. Because one of the things we have to plant is corn. And if I can find planters, which I can't seem to see. Ah, here it is. Planters. Now, obviously we're not going to be able to afford a 63 grand one, since I just spent 35 grand on a thing. Because, yeah. But what we are going to get is not this one, although that was tempting, the 5 meter Jan Sniper 11450. What we are going to get is this tasty little John Deere 6 meter. It's only 100 horsepower. And it's 6 meters, and it does fertilize as well, which is very good. So we are going to get, let's see, we're going to get this one for, and I think that's going to be solid fertilizer we can put in that. And we don't want the markers, so we're going to take them off. So yeah, we are going to buy that as well. So let's pick that up. And that leaves us with 22 grand, which actually isn't terrible. So what I'm going to do is, this thing should be full up fairly quickly now. So yes, we are going to go off and sell another load of digestate. Not digestate, silage. I'm going to run down and sell another load of silage. We'll probably leave that last little bit in there. Actually no, we can get that out as well probably. But yeah, we'll go and plonk this in the BGA, and then head on down to the shop and pick up the the seeder planter thing and our delicious weeder. I don't know why it's delicious, but yeah, we're going with that, because this field to our left has some weeds in it, and we need to get rid of those, because it'll increase our profitability, which is awesome. So yeah, and I totally didn't see what the actual income marker was, because I was in the menu at the time, but maybe we'll catch the next one. I'm pretty sure we did sell all the lime. Yep, the lime has gone. So we'll change that back to storing. And how much of that was from, let's see, how much of this do we have left to process? It's still chunking through, oops, a fair amount of silage as well, so yeah, we should get a nice big silagey payout from this when we roll around the next hour, I believe it will be. So yeah, we shall unload this, get the last little load sold, and then I shall see you down at the shop once we are ready to collect our new stuff. Alright, here we are coming down to the store finally, and we are just about to get a payment out from the BGA and possibly the lime as well. So we shall see how much we get, hopefully. It ticks over. No, well, we've hit the hour mark and it hasn't ticked over yet. But I know we've got more stuff to sell. So let's have a quick look in here and see. Where are we? Yep, the lime has all sold. I think that had finished last time. And silage wise, we still got quite a lot to process. That might be why I didn't do anything. But that is fine. We shall wait till the next hour rolls over, and in the meantime we shall busy ourselves about doing other things. So yeah, let's hop out here. As you can see, we've got the weeder on the front there now. That's not going to be used like that. That's just for transportation purposes. Oh, I've got the class one on the front there. Oops. Yes, and this is our John Deere planter. That's very good. Now, I'm wondering if, let me check the shop here, if that John Deere planter can possibly be used. It could, if we wanted to. We could tow that with the, oops, wrong way. We could potentially tow that with the, what's it called? That thing, the telehandler, that's the word. It eluded me for a moment there. But yes, the telehandler. We shall see how, yeah, we may use that for some of it. We may use the lorry. You know? We got choices. I think what we might actually do is use the lorry for seeding and the telehandler maybe for weeding, just so we can drive something different for a bit. But I think either would work. And who knows, we may use the same one for both. Now, our grass field is going to need some fertiliser on it as well. Let me hop out quick and have a look. Now you can see, according to the precision farming info there, we've got probably good lime and 95 kilograms per hectare of nitrogen, which isn't really good. It's probably going to need roughly double that, depending on what crop we put in there. And this one, this has grass in it, and it's got absolutely terrible nitrogen still, even though we bumped that up to 100 kilograms per hectare, roughly, depending on the soil type. So yeah, we'll have to do something with that, but we may just cut that instead of fertilising it again. We shall see. But yes, so what can we get on with first? I think possibly the weeding. You know, we're going to see how much money we get from the digestate sales when that ticks over, because what I would like to do, if I can stop in time, that would be lovely. So yes, we are going to go just a tiny bit further forwards and drop off that, then reverse it up a bit and also drop off that. Okay, now let's have a quick look at the map, because we have, where are we? Here we are. We've got two fields here. One is going to be corn and the other one I think is going to be sorghum, because we've got the oats in already. So let's just check the seeds factory. Wheat, barley, we've got oats in, and we're going to need corn and sorghum. Yeah. So, yeah. How are they for prices? Corn is a max of 846, and sorghum is a max of 945. I don't think we can do anything else with the sorghum. Precision farming, not precision farming, productions wise, but I know we can do something with corn. We can do a few things with corn. I think popcorn is one of the easiest options. Yeah, that would spawn an absolute ton of pallets, because it's 1 litre of corn per 5 popcorn, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot in the long run. And what was the other thing? Yeah, sorghum I don't think actually turns into anything else. So, unless we can make it into flour. No, we've only got barley and wheat flour, which is fine. And let's check the price on popcorn just for fun. See how much that will sell for. Popcorn, where are you? I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so that sells for 201, about 200 per 1,000, and we would get, for every 1,000 litres of corn, we'll get 5,000 litres of that. So 5 times 200 is 1,000. And for corn, we said we would get, what, 800? Something like that, I think it was. Where is it? Corn. at its best 800. So I mean, we'd be making a little bit of money if we did corn. I'm thinking probably we just put sorghum in the big one. Yeah, if we get the top price for that, then they'll sell pretty good. We don't need to make too much in terms of other productions. We've got quite a lot already, so we are going to put corn in this field. But first, we will need, what are we going to need? We're going to need seeds. And I don't think I can do the magic trick of filling up through the thing, but maybe we'll try it. So if I sneak around the back here, it will work. That's wrong on so many levels, but we're going to go with it anyway. Now, the other advantage of this particular seeder is it does take fertilizer, and I'm going to take advantage of that. Now this should take, if I can reverse in any semblance of usefulness, there we go. Now this should take this kind of fertilizer. It does. We only had 209 litres, so let's hope that is all we are going to need. But we shall start on this shortly. First thing we are going to do is have a crack at the weeding. So we shall just deposit this here for now. We'll run over here and find ourselves the telehandler, because we can use the telehandler and go weeding while we can. And yeah, for some reason it half opened this bunker silo, but not completely. It still says it's still pretending that it's covered. So not quite sure what the deal is there with that, but we'll probably get that sold again off camera and see about that, because we do need to work on those pallets as well and get a bunch of that sold. So I think probably a lot of this sort of back and forth work we'll probably do off camera, because you know there's only so many times that you could possibly want to watch me taking pallets down to a place that purchases whatever is in the pallets. But yes, so what we are going to do now is have a quick look at the environmental score, because where are we? Environmental thingy. Yes, this one. Now it's interesting because these aren't. These are all sort of player-made fields. It's not exactly sure what to do with everything there. But yeah, this one is just nitrogen. So the nitrogen I think goes up when you harvest, because we know we've put nitrogen down and we know this one's perfect. But yeah, we'll see about that when we harvest. Tillage wise, we got a bit of a bonus for this section for the way we planted it. So I'm hoping we are also going to get a bonus for when we do the weeds. Now, if I can find, yeah, you can see here weeds are all over the shop. Get rid of the needs ploughing thing, but yeah, weeds are all over there. Oh, and it's got bees on the map as well. That's nice. I did not know those actually showed up. Yeah, well, there you go. Who knew that was a thing? But yeah, so as you can see there, we got weeds all over the place. So we shall see if this is going to affect anything. Hopefully it will, in a good way. I don't think we have to turn it on, we just have to plonk it down. And yeah, it's not killing the crop. Let's see if anything shows up on the... No, nothing shows up on the mini-map for this. It doesn't appear. And I have absolutely no idea where I've been. So that will be fun as well. But you can see we are getting rid of the weeds. Lovely. Yeah, so I have a feeling we are going to be doing quite a bit of this, probably off camera. I mean, I suppose technically I could set a worker off on it. I don't think workers are disallowed on this series. So that is an option that we have that we may well do. In fact, let's fix the steering. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, it is going to be quite difficult to manually see this, but yeah. Let's see if that's making any sort of a difference. So sampling, tillage, weed control. Yeah, the weed control is going up. So that's good. That is a good sign, because that shows that we are actually doing something. Well, that's splendid. Okay, so yeah, I'm basically going to have to drive around this field mindlessly, trying not to miss anything. I was hoping it would show these up on the mini-map, but sadly not. I guess it might do if we were spraying, but in this instance it doesn't. So we are just going to roll with it and do what we can, see what happens. So yeah, I don't think you really want to see me do all this, even with some epic music. Yeah, I think we'll just we'll do this, finish this up off camera, and then see where we are, and then go over and start some seeding going, I think. Okay, we are done with the weeding. I suddenly got to the end of the field and realised that I'd finished and hadn't started recording again. That was a minor hiccup on my part. But we have done the weeding, and if we take a look at the precision farming page, you can see there that our weed control is up to 20 in this particular sector, which is very nice indeed. And I don't think it's kind of gone up on both sides. So yeah, that is marvellous. So this little weeder we will have to leave somewhere. I'm not sure. Our other one is down there, so maybe we'll just plonk this one back up here for now. Because I'm hoping that what we can do is, if I drop that off there, not backwards, forwards. Yes, what I'm hoping we can do is get the other weeder out. We might put that on the truck, the lorry on the back of this thing, and do it with that, just basically to get the other field done. So we'll park that there for now, and yeah, we are going to get on with some sowing. Although actually, now I think about it, we won't need to weed this because we ploughed it. So what we should do is start sowing our corn. Now the weeding is done, we can get on with this. Or we could go backwards instead. That's perfectly helpful. Is the seeder on? Yes, it is on. Okay, good. Get rid of that. Oh, yeah, you can see we are seeding there. Lovely. And it is using some fertiliser. In fact, let's turn the map on. And you can see down there it is fertilising, which is fantastic. Now we will probably have to go and get a pallet of fertiliser at some point anyway to continue with this. And yeah, I mean, it's honking through this pretty quick now, so that's no surprise. So what I should probably have to do is send the telehandler down to the shops to get us a nice big bag / pallet of fertiliser, possibly a pallet, because we can use that to refill this. I think we are doing the correct crop, which is always a good sign. Let's swing around there. Yeah, and if we get some more fertiliser as well, we can maybe do that grass before we cut it, but we shall see. The main important thing to get done at the moment is the seeding, because we are going to need to get this crop in the ground as quick as possible now, because time is marching on and we do need to get going with the challenge. I mean, we are progressing nicely, I will say that. The eggs are coming along quite well. The bread is also coming along quite well down there, and I think most of it is just a matter of time and sort of keeping ourselves afloat. And speaking of which, you can see in the top corner there the money has gone up to 57 grand now, which is quite delightful. And that means that all of our silage has processed. So, or at least all the silage that we took down has processed. We've still got the other bunker silo to empty out at some point. And not to mention we've still got all those lettuces to deal with as well. So yeah, again, that might be something I do off camera, and maybe throw in as a brief time lapse or montage or something at the beginning of next episode. And at the very least we'll talk about what we do, just so everyone is in the loop, as it were. But yes, so we're going to sow this field with corn, and probably stop and get some fertiliser in it as well, and we may even need some more seed, so I may send the telehandler down with the trailer and orders to get a couple of big bags of seed and maybe some stuff. Yeah, and a pallet or two of fertiliser as well, because at the end of the day we are going to need it all, even though we have got the digestate. I mean, one thing we could potentially think about investing in is a digestate dryer. That I know there's one or two of them floating around that basically they'll dry out slurry and digestate and turn it into a sort of powdered fertiliser. But there we go, we've run out of fertiliser for now, so I'm just going to back up a tiny bit and open the covers maybe. That'll just turn the beacons on. Yeah, well, who knows. So we will leave this here for now and go and get some replacement fertiliser and some seeds and continue on for the rest of the day. But for now, I think we'll call it here and get the rest of this done off camera, and then see where we end up. Okay, we have finished the first field there, and we did take the telehandler down to the shops, and we got a couple of pallets of fertiliser and a couple of bags of seed as well. They're on the flatbed just back there. So yeah, we got the corn planted in that field there and auto-fertilised, because that wonderful new planter does actually do both, which is very handy and quite helpful with precision farming as well, I've noticed in the past. Now this field is sorghum, and we are obviously using our new no-till seeder, but this one sadly doesn't take fertiliser, so we will have to hit it a second time with the actual spreader, probably. I say probably because we'll take a look at it again in a second. When I checked it after just started the planting, just to make sure, in fact we'll get out here, it was actually looking fairly decent. See, now around this side it's bad. Okay, yeah, on the other side the nitrogen was actually pretty decent. So yeah, we'll definitely have to hit this field again with the sprayer, or spreader rather, the fertiliser spreader. And I figured in the meantime, while we were doing the seeding with the lorry here, we'd get the old telehandler there working on draining out the second bunker silo of silage there, because we do need to get that sold and we do need to get more money coming in. So I know the price isn't brilliant, and the top price for silage is sometime next, I think it's towards the end of the year, and we're in the middle of the year at the moment, but it's sort of swings and roundabouts, because specifically, if I can get my words out, Specifically, what we really want is the digestate, because we are using that to help reduce our fertilizer costs. So the fact that we are getting money back for selling the silage to begin with is actually helping, because then we're using the silage on the not silage, we're using the digestate product to actually fertilise the fields as well. And I missed a honking great big chunk there, so let's just back this up a minute. So it's like a twofold thing. You know, we save money, we get paid money rather, for processing the silage, and then the digestate that comes out of it we can use to lower our food. Still can't words. To lower our fertilisation costs, because it means less chemical fertilisers, and that is, generally speaking, a good thing. So yeah, as we stand now, we're getting the second round of crops in the ground. We've still got lettuce to sell, and some of it obviously will get sold, some of it will be taken to the factory to be used for making more of the old mixed salads there. That has been really saving our bacon a little bit money-wise, so I think we will continue to do those. That seems to be a good source of income, along with the along with the silage. Oops, missed a bit there. So so we'll continue on with all of these processes. We'll get some stuff sold again, get the rest of this field finished, get some fertilizer on it, and head on our merry way through time as we continue on with the challenge. Things are looking up. I think we are going to do quite well with this. So on that note, if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please give us a like, and hit the old subscribe button there too if you haven't already. And comments are always welcomed, and if you would like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And we are rapidly-ish closing in on 100 subs now to the channel, which will be very, very awesome. And very much looking forward to that happening at some point. And I do hope you've had fun watching this episode, and we shall continue on with the No Tractor Challenge in the not too distant future. And, with that, I shall bid you all farewell. Cheerio, everyone.